got net on here?
Ooh, okay. Bring him out nice and slow.
Oh no, that's a nice big bass.
I got his mouth.
Get him, buddy. Get him, buddy. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my bait casting skills, my baitcaster. For the most part, I'm pretty much a noob. What I've been doing here is when I bought this baitcaster, and this is my very first baitcaster I've ever owned, it came with monofilament on it. So I kind of went with it, and it was what I just only ever knew. Really didn't have an opportunity to fish with anything else other. So I had an opportunity to fish in South Carolina, and I used my father's baitcaster that had braided line on it. I don't think it was a very heavy braided line. I think it was maybe only a 20-pound or so, but I had so much more success as far as bird nesting. I did get a few lockups on it, but I was pretty happy with the way it performed. Yeah, let me catch him first, Dad. I'll show you. Yeah, let me show you where he was. That seemed bigger than the brim too.
Brim seemed big though. When you hit the water.
Oh, we got one. You got a net on here?
Ooh, okay. Bring him out nice and slow.
Oh no, that's a nice big bass.
I got his mouth.
Get him, buddy. Get him, buddy.
Come on.
Oh yeah, dude, this is my PB right now. This is definitely my PB.
It's 4 to 5 pounds.
Yeah, nice.
Just
point it right there. There you go. So I thought I would put my baitcaster to the test. So right now you can see there's braid on it. I was running 14 to 17 pound mono. Here's some of the mono filaments that I've been using, and I've been pretty pleased with them, really. I haven't had any real bad things to say about them. I use them on my spinning rods and I use them on the baitcasters. I've been using it on the baitcaster only because that's pretty much what we started with. These can be purchased at Walmart. They're not too expensive, really, and they have an array of sizes. So this is what I've been using, and I've been having pretty good success with it. I'll show you some video of the braided line versus the monofilament. So it's going to be basically 17-pound monofilament to 30-pound braided. Fenwick HMX here with our Abu Garcia baitcaster, and let's throw him in there. Let's go ahead on the dock. All right, let's give him a whirl. Let's see. Let's see if my baitcaster skills have gotten any better. I'm a little nervous. The belly on this is just a little too big. I don't know. Oh boy, that's what we were not hoping for. I was using a baitcaster with braided line, and wow, I really enjoyed using that. That was one of my father's. Now, you know, it's the first time this baitcaster's been out this season, so you know, you can imagine you're going to get some memory on the monofilament that you wouldn't get on the braid. But I really enjoyed using the braid on that one. Uh-oh, and we might have trouble here, ladies and gentlemen, too. Oh, we got it. So, as I said, I really liked using the braid on the baitcaster out there that my dad had. Yeah, we are having a lot of backlash issues here. 2 casts, 2 backlash. Not good. Not good. And as I said, could have a lot to do with that memory of the monoline. And that's another reason, again, why I want to get switched over to braid. Well, I'm hoping we're going to get a couple casts that we don't have to fix our line each time. That's our first free cast. So we might play it a little bit easier. Let him get down a little bit. When you have trouble with a baitcaster with monofilament, it's awful. I mean, it's just one of those things where you need to take out the scissors and cut it down, because I have had some real trouble. I would say that I changed the baitcaster probably 2 or 3 times with refilling it with monofilament. Well, maybe I'd bring you back so you can see what I'm dealing with here. Maybe we'll be getting switched over to that braided line sooner than we thought, huh? Yeah, this is not good. We seem to have gotten our bird's nest out. So it is doable. So if you do have a situation where you do get bird nested, just take your time, be patient. You can curse a little bit, I always do. And yeah, get yourself spooled out. And like I said, I really feel like braided line's gonna be better. I really do. This, you can see all that coil that we have in that line. You're not gonna see that in braid. I just can't believe that you're gonna see it in braid. I'm gonna throw braid on this, and we're gonna do kind of a review of what we think will be best for baitcasters, braid line or monofilament. So after I got back to New Jersey after fishing in South Carolina with my father's rod with the braided line on his baitcaster, I couldn't wait to get back home and pull out my baitcaster and make a change and try the braided line. So that's just what I did. So here's a couple of the casts with my setup with the braided line. So I'm real excited to try out the braided line on the baitcaster to see what kind of results we get here. The other day I was using monofilament, and I thought to myself, I had fished with my father's rod that had braided line on it, and I was just like dumbfounded by the difference. So let's start this off slow. That's really slow. And let's see what we got to do here. And man, I gotta tell you, I just like the way braid feels. Is it just me? Probably. This is a lipless crankbait, kind of like a rattle trap, but this came in one of those mystery boxes my daughter had gotten me. So thanks, Maddie. So I can tell you so far, just a couple casts in with the braided line, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Now I got my brake set pretty hard, pretty heavy. And I made that mistake the other day with the mono. I really didn't have my brake set well, and it created a lot of problems for me. So I would say if you're having issues, just get your brake on. Get your brakes on all the way and work your way out from there, because it was my problem. Once I got that brake all the way set up, I was able to make the adjustments I needed. And sure enough, the casting got better and better. Better shot here. Yeah, this guy can cast, man. I am feeling really good about using braided line on this. I don't know why I didn't in the first place. You know what? Yes, I do. It came with mono, so I just started working on it mono. First time I ever used a baitcaster here with mono on it. So I just figured, okay, well, that's the way it's supposed to be. But now that I've used braid a couple times, I'm happy I'm with braid. It took me running my father's fishing pole to know that that was the way to go with it. Yes, this is casting great. I could probably turn the brake off a little bit and get a little more distance. I'm gonna release that brake 2 notches and see what happens here. Okay, I'm gonna back it back up. We did have a little bit of backlash there. It did work its way out. So here's some of the braided line that I've been using. I like the spider wire. I used this way back in Kirk Fishing 1.0. I don't know, I just thought the spider was cool and I started using it. I've had pretty good success with it. Kirk Fishing 2.0. I continued on with it, and I've had pretty good success with it. Really get good response out of the line. You can really feel it with the braided line. So I'm pretty happy with the braided line. These are spider wire. You can get these at Walmart. I also noticed that they carry these at Dick's, pretty much any well-known store. I like to go with the larger weights on them, the 30-pound, only because I like to run those spinning baits, and I don't have the issue of getting tangled up in my baits with the 30-pound line. Just a little bit more circumference on the line seems to make a big difference. So these are what I've been running.
With 30 so much for the weight and thinking I'm gonna catch a 30-pound bass, I went more because the circumference of a 30-pound braided line is bigger. And I have had issues with the line getting captured into those key rings. So I'm thinking if I can go with a thicker line, that it may keep from getting stuck in there. That's the hope. That's the hope. Yeah, the wind's really grabbing us here. Yeah, I'm getting really wonderful casts here.
I was determined to be able to use this rod and reel to the best of its abilities and the best of mine. And really, it was just basically being a little stubborn. I didn't want to get rid of the rod. I mean, I was going to give it away. That's how upset I was with it. But I just decided I got to learn how to use this thing. And my persistence paid off. I'm not going to lie, I had a couple backlashes and I had a couple bird nests. I had to redo the line once again. But overall, I'm learning it, and to the point where I've actually considered maybe getting a second rod just so I could run a few different lures and different lines and that nature. So we're back to the Baitcaster. So we're going to keep after it, and hopefully we'll get better at it. We'll keep our spin rods around, of course. I've got some really nice spin rods, and this is not really this is not a high-end setup by any means. And I like to run a high-end setup just to see if it makes much of a difference. Maybe you can leave a message in the comments and let me know what kind of rod and reel setup you like and what you think maybe my next rod and reel setup should be. I really do like Shimano. And I understand there's a Shimano out there with a computer chip in it that actually acts as the brake. Let me know what you think about those Shimanos. Let me know what kind of lines you guys like to use. Leave a message in the comments. Let me know what you like to use, what you feel is some of the better lines out there. I know there's some pretty expensive lines. To me, especially with the Baitcaster, as many times as you get bird nest and you're cutting a bunch of line away, I don't want to get into too high-end a line. So if you think there's a better line out there for me, please leave a message in the comments so I can see what you're using and what makes your Baitcaster work best. All right, so I just got done putting together the video that you guys are watching right now, which is all about the Baitcaster and the lines that I've been using. So I grabbed this Monster Bass box to prop my camera up on. And I realized as I was looking at this box, I had never opened it. So I have no idea what's inside this box. So I thought, you know what? Let's give you guys a little bonus. Let's take a look at what Monster Bass was sending out. Anyway, so this is the Monster Bass. I have a subscription with Monster Bass. They send me one of these every month. And I gotta tell you, they seem to be coming so fast sometimes that I've actually forgot to open this one up. So why don't you guys check out what we got here? And it's gonna be new to me too. So this is really, I've opened these up before and done reviews, but I'll be honest with you, I kind of looked at them before I showed you. So this is going to be kind of interesting because this is new to me too. I mean, I basically took this, put it right in the garage, and I never even opened it. So let's see what we got here. Sometimes you get a takeover, but I don't think this is. So we got a nice little crankbait here. Nice little popper. No, we're mixing them up here. Oh, we got two. Oh, I wonder if they meant to do this. we actually got, they're probably so upset at themselves. I actually got 2 crankbaits identical. I'm not so sure they meant to put both those in there. I'm not so sure. They may have accidentally put 2 in there. Got my favorite. Got a spin bait in here. You know those are our favorite. And then it looks like we got a couple Ned rig worms. So that's cool. Got a couple little fluke, big bite baits. A couple flukes here. Oh, they're actually jointed jerk minnows. Oh, nice. I'm gonna use those. I'm interested to use those. Interesting. Oh, we got another couple. I was just talking about actually getting one of these swim baits. These have the notched out tails to give them more of a swimming look. So I'm very interested to use these on hooks here. And I just got these hooks in another box, but not from Monster Bass. So that's really cool. Yep, some hooks there. And let's see here. We got a sticker from Monster Bass. And this looks interesting. I got a, this looks like, it's from Monster Bass. This looks like one of those bandanas. Huh. Oh, it's like a tube bandana. Shall I try it on? Yeah, might as well, right? You guys are watching. Let's see what we got here. Pretty cool. Oh, it's kind of a stretchy material. How's it look? How's that? Perfect. I guess I can wear it like this. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That'll keep you nice and warm. I guess if it's cold, you can wear it up on your head. Kind of like a hat. It's got a bunch of different ways I can wear it. Let's see here. It says you can put it on your head, put it around your neck. I guess you can wear it more like an Andre Agassi look. All right, well, I'm not sure if this is going to make it on the video or not, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'll probably wear it more like this. I mean, there are days when you're on the lake, and the lake's windy, man, and that wind just comes up on your ears. It'd be kind of nice to wear something like this, where you can keep that cold air from getting on. Usually I get a baseball cap or something like that, but this might be helpful. That's kind of cool. Well, I ran out of SD cards, so I grabbed my other GoPro real quick. So Monster Bass likes to throw in a lot of cool stuff here. So this is Monster Bass. If you go on monsterbass.com, you can receive these boxes monthly. Basically asks the area that you live in, and it tries to determine what's best for your area of fishing. It goes by month to month, and so it'll give you wintertime types of baits and different types of lures that will work in the timeline and the area that you live in. So they've been fun to open. I always get something that I'm not so sure about, and I've tried them. I haven't caught a lot of fish on the Monster Bass stuff, but I have caught a few. Thanks to Monster Bass. They're not sponsoring this or anything like that, but like I said, I had this box here. I figured I would just put this on as a bonus. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching. Thank you, Monster Bass, for all the different cool lures that I've been getting. Thanks for watching all the videos, especially about the Baitcaster and what I've been learning. I am a noob, so there's probably going to be some things that you're going to be like, oh my God, that guy doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. But I'm learning. And, hopefully you guys are learning along with me, and, you're giving some things maybe a shot that you wouldn't have tried before. But don't be afraid of the Baitcaster. I've been afraid of it, to be honest with you. But as time has gone on, I've gotten more proficient with it, and they're a lot of fun. You really feel like it's a challenge, and you feel like it's an accomplishment once you get pretty good with the Baitcaster. So don't be afraid to go out there and try it. You can buy an inexpensive Baitcaster just to give it a whirl. Like I said, Walmart's the place to go. They have so much fishing equipment. I mean, you can probably pick up a Baitcaster for under $30 over there. It's not going to be great, but it'll get you started and you'll be able to figure it out, and then you can step up from there if you like it. You may be like, I don't like this, I'm done. And there's always a spin rod right behind you, you know? So again, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot.